The Republic of Armenia and the Armenian upland form a region of natural contrasts. On an area of nearly 12 kilometers, there are large differences in nature. This is reflected in the flora of the region. On such a small territory as that of the Republic of Armenia, it is surprising to find a rich variety of vegetation. Here one can find more than 3,200 high-grade plant types, that is, on average, 107 plant types per 1,000 kilometers squared of territory. Here, there are more plant types than in tropical zones. For example, in India, there are only 7 plant types per 1,000 kilometers squared, 46 plant types in Ceylon, and 48 plant types in Madagascar. Thus, from this point of view, the vegetation of the Republic of Armenia is quite diverse. Bear in mind that there are about 500,000 plant types in the world. 120 species of vegetation in Armenia are endemic. According to scientific nomenclature, they carry the name Armenia. For example, Armenian bindweed, Armenian blackberry, Armenian wormwood, Armenian root, madder, Zangezur hawthorn, rosaceae, Arax oak, and many more. The vegetation zones of Armenia are the vegetation of the desert and semi-desert zone. Pure desert vegetation is very limited on the territory of the Republic of Armenia. It does not form a continuous zone, but comes in separate islands on saline lands and sands of the Ararat Valley. Frequently found plants are tree-like wormwood, yarrow, as well as short-lived ephemeral plants, of which the most widespread is Halemphilum. These types are adapted to arid soil and have a developed root system that gives them the opportunity of extracting necessary quantities of water from deep layers of soil. Their branches are woody and leaves are small and sometimes fleshy. This decreases the extent of evaporation. Reeds and numerous water plants are especially widespread in swampy places of river sediments. For example, a swamped area of 100 hectares located near the Tatu de Jur mineral water basin in the Ararat area is one of the richest places in the world. 150 plant types grow here. Now, most of them are included in the Red Book. Fragrant wormwood, camel thorn, caper, leucanthemum, and flowers prevail in the semi-deserts of the Ararat concavity at the altitudes of 1,000 to 1,500 meters. These plants have woody roots and besom-like buds. In the summer, all of these plants wither except wormwood. Due to human activity, the semi-desert gives up its territory to cultivated landscape. Extensive territories are irrigated and result in rich harvest. Mountain xerophyllus vegetation, ferganoid, is particular to this zone as well. It is especially widespread on stony lands. There are many dwarf trees and xerophyllus shrubs with sharp thorns and small leaves. The most prevalent are dog rose, astragalus, and many other different flowering plants. Many of the plants are used for the purpose of making medicine, fiber, and oil. Above the level of desert and semi-desert vegetation, steppe vegetation spreads. The steppe zone is the most extensive in our republic, occupying altitude of 1,400 to 2,600 meters. Feather grass and couch grass are native to this zone. Cereals mostly occupy its upper section. The greater part of this zone is ploughed and covered with wheat fields and other plants. Meadow steppes spread at its upper border where humidity is sufficient. These areas are rich in subalpine vegetation and are the best places for hay fields. The forest zone. The vegetation of the forest zone is mostly found in the northeastern and southwestern parts of the Republic of Armenia. In the northeast, forests cover 30% of the territory, and even less in the southeast. Many areas of the Republic are absolutely bare of forests, being covered by grassy vegetation. The southeastern forest tracts occupy a comparatively small area and mostly consist of Georgian oak. There are no beech trees in this area. Arax oak, ash tree, maple tree, and nut tree can also be found here. The main tree type of the southeast is beech tree, which mostly occupy the damper northern slopes of the mountains. On the southern slopes, beech trees can be found comparatively less frequently, being interrupted by oak and pine trees. There is a plane tree alley preserved in the basin of the river Tsav in Zangezur. The Shikaho National Park is located here. There are also small forest territories in other regions of the Republic. For instance, in Marmarik, the basin of rivers Mil and Khosrovaket, the upper basin of the Arpa, and so on. The forests of Armenia are rich in wild fruit trees as well as the bushes of berries. Between the lower border of the forest zone and the upper border of the steppe zone, one can find xerophilous sparse woods where coniferous juniper is widespread and at certain places forms juniper groves. Vegetation of the subalpine and alpine zones is widely spread in the Republic at altitudes higher than 2,200 meters. Subalpine intermediary vegetation prevails at the lower border of this zone. Here the height of broad-leaved trees reaches 1 meter or higher. Pure alpine vegetation in the north of the Republic starts from the altitude of 2,700 to 2,800 meters, and in the south from 2,900 to 3,000 meters, and spreads on all high mountains and mountain ranges.